And I'm reading these upright because obviously I pull them in reverse. So look at this. 2 major arcana cards for the last 2 weeks of October. And these cards, I was doing a reading the other day and these cards came up together. And to me, they're very similar in nature, in color. You see the reds, the blues, the yellows, a lot of similarity. This is number 20 of the Judgment card. And of course, after the Judgment card comes the Sun, or excuse me, comes the World. And then here we have 17 of the Star. So it feels like to me that you all are coming to some conclusions. You're coming to some decisions around yourself and your environment is what I'm getting. This is a day of reckoning. It's the time of reckoning. What's working out for me and what's not? By golly, what is not working, let's cut cords here. You know, let's let go of it and move on past it, because you're rebirthing. You're becoming a new baby, Pisces. Newness is in the air for you. And that's what this card calls out to. And the Star card, which is actually, she's facing this newness. You then become the star. The stars become aligned for you. So be open to the newness, the childlike feelings, the behaviors of others that make you feel happy, make you feel calm, make you feel joyful. The Star card is giving this I'm feeling power, amping this rebirth up. See how she's working with this water, and she has 1 foot in the water and 1 foot near the ground. So she's staying grounded, but she's also in this ethereal type of feeling of there's magic in the air. So these are both, to me, if you look at them, they're both very ethereal type cards. So this may be a time for you to introspect and also do some, I'm feeling magic or magical. I'm not saying do magic. Although some of you may be magic performers, or at least you do cards, or maybe you read cards. But it can be a very magical feeling time if you're open to it. And I want you, that's a big if, but I feel like you can do it, Pisces. I know a lot of you have had some issues. I know I received more Pisces, not even negativity, just feeling like you guys have been on the outs and outs more than probably any other sign. So I want to give you some intentions of feeling powerful, feeling that 3rd chakra, which is citrine is great for that. Laying that on your stomach and feeling the I am confident, I can do it, I'm feeling good. And yet also these cards bring about a feeling of noticing your angelic guidance, paying attention to not just what you're seeing and observing with your human eyes, but what you're seeing in your mind, 3rd chakra, or excuse me, 3rd eye, mind's eye, if you know what I'm saying. Your clairvoyancy, your sensitivity to other people and what feels good to you and what doesn't, and who feels good and who doesn't. Okay? All right, let's look at the first 2 weeks in November. Well, nice. Okay, so now we have 3 major arcana cards here. We have all of this going on, which is really causing a lot of stirring up, and yet it's calming, and it's like the stars are working with you, the universe. It's very out in space feeling, if you will. Now we become more grounded at the beginning of November, the first 2 weeks of November. This is the Fool card, and the Fool's like, you know what? Hey, I'm feeling pretty open and confident, and I don't mind standing on this cliff because I feel like taking chances. And I feel like for some of you Pisces, you're like, hey, this Aries full moon that happened earlier in the month. I think that I believe on the 5th, October 5th, you made a lot of us feel like we just have to turn on our engines and our motors and go. And there was a little bit of looking at it deeper, but I think you guys are going to be more out there. You're going to have more sense of confidence, self-control, as well as wanting to take chances. I feel like a lot of you are going to want to take a lot of chances. The Fool has a lot of newness in his heart. He feels childlike, and I said that earlier. You know, there's children here in this card, and everyone's nude, of course, because there's a rebirth, right? And this Fool comes up and he says, okay, now I'm ready. I'm ready on this human level to take chances. And I'll look at my crystal in a minute and we'll see what type of chances, but and adventures. But one of them is you're going to be proving yourself in the workplace. Some of you really are. You're going to be making more money. You're going to see your income rise. You're going to be getting accolades for work well done. You're going to be very into new ventures, horizons. Some of you are going to have new products that you're selling. You're finally getting that website together, or you're finally getting on Etsy or YouTube or whatever you're doing, and you're working very diligently. It can be an apprentice type card. So if you've gotten a new position or you've moved into a new position with a job, then there you go. I feel like a lot of you want to take care of family. This is just intuitively coming. Some of you, again, here we go with children. What is it with children, Pisces? Maybe you're working longer hours, or you are working so that you can provide for a college fund, or you have a sick child or children and you want to help them. I'm just getting a lot of that. But whatever it is, you're working hard. Let's see what the transition card is. We move from October to November is the Ace of Cups. Wow, Pisces, nice reading. Good going, really. The Ace of Cups is a blessing, a divine blessing that comes your way that makes your heart sing. And that can be in the form of love, a new romantic partnership. So this could make you feel like, hey, I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to stand on the edge of the cliff. I don't care. And I'm excited. It's all new to me. Or it can be about a new creative project, something that makes you feel overflowed with emotion and excitement and love and creativity. It's all the right brain stuff. That's the Cups. Nice transition card to get. So it feels like there's some universal lessons from the universe that are saying, we want you to feel a newness and know that the universe has your back, so you can start this journey of excitement and difference in your life. It's going to be different. A lot of you, things are changing quite a bit. All right, so let's take a look at, I'm going to take a look at my crystal here and hold it aside and see what comes up for Pisces from mid-October to mid-November. Yeah, a lot of you are going on paths that you have not traveled before. The path less known, but exciting. There's magic underneath this. I wish you could see what I'm seeing in this crystal. It's almost like going into another, going into space or another universe. If any of you all are into that, parallel universes, this provides an excitement that's there for you. Let's see, anything. Okay, something about hair. Any of you all that are stylists, cut hair. I feel like I've said this for one other sign last month, but hold on. if it was you, then that's just meant to be even more. So those of you who work in the beauty industry, the spa industry, massage industry, which would encompass all of these things, healthcare, self-care, holistic, metaphysical, I feel like, oh, and 2, Jupiter's moved into Scorpio, and Scorpio is the unknown, the unseen. So I feel like whatever you do in your particular profession, bring some magic to it. Do something different. Scorpio has the hidden agendas behind it, and they don't always have to be bad. Bring something different to the table. Let's see what color your aura is, Pisces. Well, a lot of the crown chakra, in the middle of that is blue. Okay, so a lot of spiritual wisdom, that's what this is about. And blue indicates that for you to speak what's on your mind, but coming from the heart place. Some of you might be doing some talks. Some of you might be in a classroom. I'm feeling like you're speaking up. Whether it's, whether you're in school or you're taking additional classes for your education, that you're speaking up in class and you're feeling good about the right answers or about what you're saying, or maybe you're doing a thesis. I'm not sure what it is, but you're communicating. Maybe you're creative writing, journaling, learning new things, mediumship. I'm just saying there's a new type of communication for you guys, Pisces. It can be in front of an audience. It can be in front of a judge and jury. I'm just saying, I don't want it to all be metaphysical sounding, because some of it can be very humanly earth feeling. So it can run the spectrum, but put some magic into it. Put a magical spin. That's all I'm saying, okay? All right, I'm going to count the numbers on the cards. We have 20. We have 17. That's 37. 38. This is 0. Don't you love it? 38 and 8 is what? 46. 4 and 6 is 1. And 1 in numerology is the I can do it. It's the number of creativity. It's the number of courage, confidence. So all of these things, this guy right here, step out on that cliff. Step out of your box, right? It will do you good. It will absolutely do you good. And the 1 in the traditional tarot is the Magician. And the Magician, as you remember, he holds the wand up to the sky, and he has the sword and the cup and the pentacle on the table. So he's creating his own universe. He's creating his own ways of doing things that are different than he's ever done before. He's wanting to manifest. And I say he. This is not gender specific. Manifest from nothing into something. So again, it's that magical feel of not having to say, okay, well, I need to do this to be able to do that. And no, just sort of go into your inner awareness and your intuition, because you're creating a new purpose for yourself, a lot of you. Okay, and you guys remember, this is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If these messages do not make sense to you or do not resonate with you, then always, anyway, watch your Moon and Rising signs. A lot of people say, well, that kind of fit me more. And I know when I have a couple viewers I watch, a couple readers I watch. And I know last time I've been watching this one person for years, and none of the messages for my sign made sense to me. So I watched, and I think it was my rising sign, and that one did. But I hope some of these do, because these are some really phenomenal messages. I feel like some phenomenal cards for you guys to move forward.